If you read the headlines in the mainstream media, you would believe that Hillary Clinton is the inevitable nominee of the Democratic Party. She's got 1,034 delegates, and Bernie Sanders only has 408. Sorry, Bernie supporters. Better luck next time. Super Tuesday. That was the ointment for that there burn you guys had going. Ha ha ha. Oh well, guys. Guess I might as well throw my support behind Hillary, huh? Yep. Everyone's saying it's over for old Bernie, so I guess it must be over. No point even showing up to the primaries now. No point even voting. Hillary's got it locked down. The media, big shock coming, is lying to you. Once again, they're not content to simply report the news. They feel they have to make the news. They feel it's their job to craft the narrative so that the American people are like, well, I guess that's how it's gonna go. Sorry, media, that's not how it's gonna fucking go. The actual score on the scoreboard is Hillary 576, Bernie 386. That's how many delegates they both actually have, okay? The delegate count is pretty close. Hillary is only 190 delegates beyond Bernie Sanders. And most of the southern states where she had that distinct advantage, they've already fucking voted. The big difference in delegate counts between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders is not among the delegates. It's among the super delegates. And if you need to know the definition of super delegates, I actually have it right here. This is just a simple dictionary definition.
Super delegates. In the Democratic Party, an unelected delegate who is free to support any candidate for the presidential nomination at the party's national convention.
In other words, superdelegates are just some unelected fucks who have nothing to do with democracy that just get a say. In fact, 15% of the delegates are superdelegates, and they're just randomly appointed by the Democratic Party. No say from you or me, just, hey, yeah, these people are part of who gets to decide who is the leader of the country. Neat! Hillary has way more superdelegates promising to support her. She has 400-something. Bernie Sanders only has like 22. Why is that? It's because the superdelegates are stooges of the DNC. They're basically nothing more than tools of the establishment. So of course they want Hillary. She's the ultimate establishment candidate. But here's the thing, everybody. If Bernie gets more regular, plain old delegates, you know, the sort of delegates that are actually chosen by democratic means, you know, the real delegates who should actually count, if he gets the majority of those, do you think the superdelegates are gonna still just give it to Hillary? Well, you know, the people have spoken, but Hillary! Do you think the superdelegates will stand by Hillary if Bernie wins the popular vote? No, they will not. Because it would be a horrible black eye on the face of the Democratic Party. It would totally delegitimize them as a party. People would be outraged. People would be upset. All of those superdelegates that were once on Hillary's side because she's the establishment, they're going to say, it looks like Bernie Sanders is the new establishment, so let's go over there. They want to win elections, folks. They want to win elections. You don't win elections by saying to the people, yeah, we know you wanted this guy, but we got our own plans. That's not how you win elections. That's how you wind up with President fucking Trump. So the reality is that if Bernie Sanders leads the delegate count, the superdelegates are going to suddenly feel the burn. So instead of letting the media and the Democratic Party instruct us who our nominee is, let's decide for ourselves. You know, I'm old-fashioned like that. I say we decide, not them. I say that if it's democracy, it should be up to the people to figure out who our leader's going to be. Old-fashioned notion, I know. And if you are an establishment Democrat and you want to see Hillary Clinton take office, just know the Bernie supporters, a lot of them, are not going to be on your side. I know for a fact that a lot of us, if it comes down to Hillary versus Trump, we're going to abstain. Or, worse yet, we'll vote for fucking Trump. Because you know what? If you're so stupid that you're going to nominate Hillary Clinton, you deserve to fucking lose. And America deserves to suffer at least 4 years of corporatist butt rape. And speaking of Trump, how have you guys not paid any attention to the fact that Bernie Sanders consistently outperforms Hillary Clinton in polls against Trump? You put Hillary against Trump, she wins usually by around 10 points. You put Bernie against Trump, he usually wins around 20 points. And in fact, he polls better than Hillary against any of the possible Republican contenders. Let me break this down to you stupid assholes, all right? We have a genuine, honest-to-fuck, non-religious, probably secular humanist, democratic socialist running for office, and he's polling well against everything the GOP has to offer. Do you know how unprecedented that is? Do you realize the opportunity that we have here? If you care about liberal causes at all, how can you afford to ignore that? How can you afford to miss an opportunity to bring this entire country to the left, to give us a real fucking choice? The Republicans, they're just the corporatist party. The Democrats, they're just also the corporatist party. Bernie Sanders wants to change that. That's why the establishment is digging its heels in. Why all the superdelegates are saying it's gotta be Hillary. It's gotta be Hillary. No, it doesn't. It doesn't gotta be Hillary. Part of Trump's appeal is that he's perceived as authentic. Now, there's a lot of ways that we can cast that authenticity into doubt. But whatever, it's not a matter of what's true. It's a matter of what's perceived to be true. Trump has this feel of like, he's authentic. He's real. He says what he really thinks. Now that might be total bullshit, and in fact, I think it probably is. But that's what people think. Do you really think that a country that is sick to death of the establishment, if you give them a choice between this rogue, says what he thinks, fucking guy, and Hillary Clinton, who everybody knows is a piece of shit? Every fucking opinion poll, like, do you like Hillary? The majority of people say, no, I don't like fucking Hillary. Hillary's wretched. She's a horrible human being. You really think they're going to choose her? You really think that a country that thinks Hillary's a fucking bitch is going to vote for Hillary Clinton? No, they're going to choose Donald Trump. They're going to choose the rogue. He says what he thinks. He means what he says. Who wouldn't prefer that? But Bernie Sanders, much like Trump, has the authenticity thing going. And unlike Trump, Bernie Sanders can actually point to his past and show you that the authenticity isn't just something you feel. It's something that's true. He really is who he says he is. And he's got years upon years of standing for the right principles and the right positions to prove that shit. I mean, seriously, just do yourself a fucking favor. Even if you're a Trump supporter, just do yourself a favor. Go to Donald Trump's website and go to Bernie Sanders' website. Look at Donald Trump's positions page and look at Bernie Sanders' issues page. Trump has 5 positions. 5! And if you click on them, it barely says anything. Bernie Sanders, ton of different issues. You can click on it. You can explore his stances in detail. He tells you every single fucking thing he stands for. Donald Trump, yeah, I hate Mexicans, and, our trade policies are unfair, and, fill in the rest later. Is that a good candidate? Not really. I'll give you one example of an issue where Bernie Sanders is the only one who gets it right. The big banks, breaking up the big banks. Too big to fail. All the 6 major banks in this country that are too big to fail. Do you know what too big to fail means? It means that if any of these institutions fail, they take the entire fucking economy with them. They're basically just ticking time bombs. It's like a fucking elephant being dangled over your head and you can see the rope is fraying. Don't you want to do something about that? You know what Hillary Clinton's plan is about the fucking 6 big banks? And, them taking all these huge risks because they know they're going to be rich no matter what, even though they're playing with our entire fucking economy. You know what her solution to that is? I'm gonna tell him to knock it off. You're gonna tell him to knock it off? Are you fucking kidding? What? That's politician speak for, I ain't gonna do jack fucking shit. You know what Bernie Sanders' plan is? Break those motherfuckers up. Break them into smaller fucking financial institutions. Then there is no such thing as too big to fail. No one bank failing will send the entire economy into a fucking nosedive. There's a reason that Bernie deserves your vote over Hillary in the primaries, and there's a reason that Bernie deserves your vote over Trump in the general election. That's just one of them. There's plenty more. Figure them out for yourselves. You have everything you need. Go. Go, my children. Research for yourselves. Figure this shit out. But just to recap, in my opinion, just this guy's stupid fucking could be wrong opinion, the primaries are not over. Hillary is not fucking inevitable. But if she gets the nomination, I believe that Trump is inevitable as the next president of the United States. So if you don't want that, feel the burn. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my podcast, The Drunken Peasants. All that shit's down below. All right, I am now a GameFly affiliate. You can get a free month of GameFly at gameflyoffer.com/TAA. If I get 100 of those motherfuckers before the end of the month, I will do a review of Heaven is for Real. Ugh, I almost hope I don't get them.